gonna hit 20. We're gonna hit 20 eventually. It's longest mile ever. Jesus. There we go. Finally. Jesus. I was looking up and I probably missed the exact moment. There you go, folks. 20K on the Scat pack. Finally. Good afternoon, Tube U. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the channel. So as you can tell by the title of the video, 20,000 miles later, let's see how this car has held up. I'm going to walk you through, you know, the leathers, the buttons, you know, software, all the little things that seem to mess up on these cars over time. And I know 20,000 miles doesn't seem like a lot, especially since I haven't really been driving the car, you know, as much as I would have had I been, you know, stateside. Because if you follow the channel, you know that I've been in Germany for some time, and had I been over here the entire time with this car, and we have well over 20,000 miles. Not because I don't have another car to daily, but simply because I love driving the car. I mean, would you not? Yeah. I have other cars to drive. It's not a very nice day out, and I still drove this one today. Well, we were supposed to do race car things today, and then it started snowing, and yeah, one thing led to another. So now I'm just gonna make this video, and just going to show you guys 20,000 miles, 338. Yeah, I know I'm a little late. Yeah, whatever. But I do have the picture of when I did hit 20,000 miles, and the reason I didn't make a video was, one, because I did it at like 4 or 5 in the morning when I was headed to the gym. So what can I record? You know, you can't see anything. And I've actually made this video already in my garage, but once again, it's too dark. You can't see anything, even with the lights. And it was daylight outside when I made the video. So I just pulled out the garage today, and I figured, hey man, just go ahead and make the video right now. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and hop out because I just tried to do this and didn't work too well. First things first, let's just, before we hop out, steering wheel. We'll go over the steering wheel and the buttons. So as you know, after 20,000 miles, things don't work the same. Things start wearing, yada, yada, yada. As you can see, all my buttons are still here. None of them are, you know, fading. None of them have like ugly smudges or anything. The leather still works just fine. The heated steering wheel works freaking not miraculous. What's the word I'm looking for here? We'll just go with great. The heated steering wheel works great. That sounds so whack. Anyway, jumping from there over to here, all these buttons, all here, everything works as supposed to. Boom, 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 jada, jada, jada. Yep, 20,000 miles later, all the buttons work. Nothing new there. Performance wise, I don't feel like I've lost any power. I know 20,000 miles isn't, you know, enough to really lose anything, but we all know the older cars get, they start losing the horsepower too every now and then. But you know, I haven't driven the car much, and with what I have done to it, Butt Dyno says it still runs just as hard as day one. So there's that. My only complaint as far as interior go is when we go, I just went out of this too, I don't know why I did that, is when we go over to the performance pages, as you can see, the 8th mile says 59 mile per hour, and I don't know why. It's like glitched out, and 59 mile per hour is what it stays and what it says all the time. Like, I'll do a run and it'll say like 8.1 or 8 flat at 90 or 80, whatever the mile per hour I do, but when I go to the best, it stays at 59. And I don't know how to reset it. So if any of you guys know how to reset these pages, let me know. I looked over here, and usually you hit OK or hold OK and it'll reset, but it just says press OK for countdown to start. So I don't know, and then it might just restart or reset the time and not the mile per hour. So if someone knows how to reset that, let me know. And that's really my only complaint as far as the interior goes. So went over the steering wheel, all the buttons, all the lights. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and turn all the lights on the outside for you when we hop out. Fog lights are on. All right, good. So you can see, well, I've replaced all of those, so I guess those really don't count. Yeah, that's about it. The sunroof still works, 20,000 miles, no quirks, works just fine. Slides back, slides forward, goes vent. Yep, still works. All right. Now, I'm gonna hop out. It's gonna be quick, so try to keep up. It's way too cold. And go. All right, starting with the driver's seat. Probably should turn it off so you guys can hear me over it. And I just went through the car wash. As you can see, there's like little suds and stuff down here. I have to wipe it off. So I didn't want you guys judging me anymore. Driver's seat. Now you see, like, nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. Sure, it's a little creased, but like I said, it's because of the constant traffic that the driver's seat always gets, or compared to all the other seats. Another problem area in like older cars with leather and whatnot are these here armrests on both the door and the center console. How they would start cracking or peeling or fading, and you see none of that. The suede is held up fine. I remember someone asking me in one of my other videos, how's the suede held up? Well, I don't think 20,000 miles is enough to give a fair judgment, but hey, after 20,000 miles, this is what I see. Looks and feels just like day one. I remember some of the SRT guys, back when the Hellcats and all that stuff first came out, they had like this flap problem going on right here in this portion of the seat, but the suede doesn't have that problem. And I think they since fixed that with one of the recalls for their leather manufacturer for the SRTs. But I'm not cool enough for all the leather, and I got the suede inserts. So, held up fine for me. No problems, no complaints. And here's the door seal. As you can see, no cracking, no fading, nothing going wrong there. Two of the first problems that were, or first areas that will go wrong had it been, you know, an older car. And let's go around the outside. Yeah, like I said, it's got suds and stuff on it. I just came out the car wash. Had to get it. I didn't want you guys judging me. All the lights. You see all the lights work. There's no, you know how some of them start turning pink or purple after a while. Look just as bright and just as white as the day I got them. Adaptive cruise control. I can't really show you guys that while outside of the car, obviously. But it still works. Works just fine. No problems from the paint, no fading, no chipping, other than, you know, when I do race car things, they end up behind a car that's throwing freaking rocks at me or some crap. And I can't give a fair judgment on the wheels because these are aftermarket. Tires are obviously aftermarket as well. About the exhaust valves. Oh man, I had to get back in the car. Active exhaust valves, as you saw back there, they're open, or I don't know, they're closed. They're just something. No problems out of those. I know when some of them go bad, they'll either get stuck shut, stuck closed. But when I hit sport mode, you can definitely tell the difference. And when I turn it off, you can definitely tell it's a tad quieter. You know, you can't get really too quiet with these freaking American racing headers. But no problems out of the exhaust valves. I know some people always will report how one of them is like stuck closed or open. I just said that. But anyway, so that's really it for the outside and really it for the inside. I can't really think of anything else to complain. I told you power wise, that's as far as the engine goes. The motor held up fine. The transmission works fine. No problems out of any of that stuff. Even with a couple of shots of nitrous through it, motor, transmission, everything works just as it did day one. Like, I have no issues with this car 20,000 miles later, and I have no doubts that the car will perform just as is 20,000 miles from now, you know, at 40,000 miles. All right, TubeU, so we're going ahead and bring this video to a conclusion. We're running out of daylight and battery life, apparently. That was my 20,000 mile update / review of the vehicle. And this video was mainly for anyone who may be on the fence of getting a Dodge product, but have heard all the bad things as far as reliability goes that comes along with owning a Dodge. 20,000 miles later, 100 shot of nitrous, headers, tune, everything that I've thrown at the car, burnouts, track days, top speed runs, cross-country trips from North Carolina to North Dakota, North Carolina to Georgia, St. Louis, all the way. You know, it doesn't matter. The car has breezed through everything I've thrown at it, no hiccups whatsoever, and I have no complaints other than the 59 mile per hour that's stuck in my freaking performance pages. But whatever, that's little stuff. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button. If it's your first time stopping by, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Also, make sure you hit that bell icon so you guys get a notification when my videos get uploaded. If you haven't already, make sure you hop over to the Instagram at load392slow. All one word, no caps. I put it down in the description so that way you guys can just copy and paste it. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, folks. Enough of me rambling on. I'm heading home. Hope you guys have a great Merry Christmas. And if you don't hear from me before the New Year's, because you know Mother Nature doesn't like playing nice with others, especially up here for some reason, then have a great New Year's as well. So it's your boy Lo. I'm signing out.